Hello, 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 and welcome. My name is Nick. I am once again sitting across from Q, and we are here to save the universe. So glad to be back. Had a little hiatus last week. Pretty much your entire family was in quarantine.
Yeah.
So we didn't want to come over here.
No, I mean, I think everybody's in quarantine now.
It's getting to that point.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. We lost another band member to quarantine yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you didn't know that TJ Bennett, our drummer, his wife tested positive yesterday.
Oh man, no, I didn't know that.
So more than likely he's positive. So yeah. So he's got some 10 days of quarantining. So that's good. Yeah, good time.
There was a time last week where Audrey, a coworker who had tested positive. Journey had a teacher who tested positive, and Desi had a teammate who tested positive.
Yeah, good times.
And we kind of sheltered in place for a few, the 10 days, and none of us. I had a headache a couple of days.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was it or not. Who knows now? I don't know.
Who knows? I think it ranges everywhere from I have no idea that I have it to
death.
Yeah, to death. Yeah. So yeah,
it's the gamut.
Yeah, yeah. So it's crazy. It's a crazy, crazy world we are living in. We are once again joined by our lovely and beautiful producer, Jeff Arena. How are you, Jeff Arena?
I'm good. How are you?
Ah, man, I am. Man, I'm in it to win it. That's where I'm at. I'm in it to win it.
We're almost at the end of November. I feel like
it's been another slow month. I feel like time has slowed back down again.
But I feel like I've been trying to survive this year.
Yeah.
And we got November and all these around here anyway. All these case numbers start going up. And I'm like, November's coming for me. I'm not trying to fight. Trying to make it.
Yeah, yeah. I think next month. The song that will be on repeat in my truck is "Long December" by Counting Crows. Because my favorite line in that song is "A long December, but there's reasons to believe maybe this year will be better than the last." So hopefully that is the case.
Do you remember how great 1999 was? 2019.
2019 was a good year.
It was a good year.
It was
a lot of crazy.
It
things.
was. I know I had issues in 2019 because we all have issues. I don't remember any of them.
Oh, I don't either. They're like so far gone.
Yeah. I
love 2019 so much.
Yeah.
It's awesome here.
Yeah. I think I've determined, because I turned 42 this year. And for some reason, I think I've determined in my life that my even number years are better than my odd number years. So I'm thinking that, since I've turned 42, maybe I think things might be on the uptick now. So
I turned 40, so maybe my odd ones would be better than my evens.
Yeah. So. Well, you turned 40 is an even number.
I turned 40 this year.
Oh, that's true. Okay, I get you.
Next year I'll be turning 41.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe so.
Maybe.
I hope so.
If it gets much worse, I don't know. I guess we'll just survive. We're kind of like, adaptable to whatever comes, I guess. Who knew we'd be dealing with all this stuff we're dealing with?
Yeah.
We've made it through it thus far.
I think Dolly Parton's going to save us all.
I'm so excited. I'm so happy that she's the one that put all that money toward that vaccine. There's nothing that makes me happier.
If we have another celebrity as president, can it be Dolly Parton?
Yes. Although, did you see where Matthew McConaughey's talking about running for governor of Texas?
Really? All right.
And I thought, okay, governor of Texas for 4 years, president. Matthew McConaughey.
I'm game. I'm down.
I'm good.
I'm down for that show.
I feel like it'd be such a laid back presidency.
Oh, it would be so great.
Yeah.
Yeah. He would. We'd be in the middle of something like this, and he'd just come out and go, "All right, guys, okay, hey, it's gonna be all right. We're just gonna keep living, baby."
He just sent really nice tweets, I think.
Oh yeah, I'm down. Yeah, good. I really want to read his new book. I'm excited about it. He recorded his memoirs. It's called Green Lights.
Huh. Nice.
And he's just talking about kind of the theme of the book is just kind of all the green lights in your life that you gotta take.
Cool.
So yeah. So awesome. It sounds very interesting. I'm looking forward to listening to it. I definitely want. That's definitely one I want to listen to because I want to hear him read it.
Is he reading it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I definitely.
It might take a long time.
It might. Yeah. I can imagine I would love to listen to a book sometime. The guy just gets sidetracked and just. Let me tell you some more about this story.
That'd be funny.
That would be great. Well, lot of things going on in our world, but none more important, I don't think, Rena, than the debate that we had a few weeks ago. And I think you have final numbers for us, and I feel like I'm going to be disappointed because I just can't really generally find a way to beat Q in anything. So I'm assuming that's probably how it went.
All right. Quentin, you were at 332. Nick, you were at 331.
Oh my goodness! Wow. That's legit number.
Wow. You will be hearing from my legal team. There will be a recount.
It's a landslide victory. It's a landslide victory.
332 to wow. Wow.
Thank you, whoever's that one person out there.
That one person.
Guess that vote.
That one person who's at home eating peanut butter.
Oh, I love you and your peanut butter strewn mustache right now, whoever you are.
I guarantee you this: you didn't get any votes from anybody that's got a shaved chest.
It's true.
That definitely didn't happen. That was actually. I think that was one of our most controversial episodes last time. I've gotten a lot.
Oh, that?
I've gotten a lot. Yeah, there's been a lot of folks coming to me and go, "Hey, not everybody with shaved chest is a wimp." So
let's bring them on. I want to see them.
Oh.
If you're out there and you got a shaved chest, you're not a wimp. Come be on the show. I question that fact. Really, I do. I'm not joking.
We need to do that. We need to hear some opposition. I think that would be good.
Let me just say this. It's just really quick. Pretty muscles don't mean you're tough.
No,
that just means you're pretty. All right. And there's a lot of things that are pretty in this world that I can stomp on like a grasshopper.
Well, I thought about it a little bit, but we had talked about bodybuilders being shaved and oiled up and all that stuff. But another faction of very muscled up people that are generally shaved is wrestlers.
Wrestlers, boxers, UFC.
Yeah. So I mean, Stone Cold Steve Austin, I'm pretty sure is shaved.
If I was a UFC fighter, the last thing I'd do is shave my chest.
People gonna rip your hair, man.
It's a mental game, man. You don't even care. Like, rip my hair off. I'm so strong, it doesn't matter.
There are, I would say there's some that do and some that don't in the UFC.
Yeah, it's a mental game, man. It's like, remember that game? What was it called? Street Fighter 2.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
What was his name?
Ryu?
No, the one that had the big chest.
The guy that had the giant like triangle of chest.
You just knew he was the toughest guy on that game.
Didn't hurt that he was Russian.
Speaking of, have you ever seen the video? It's one of the best videos ever. This will actually go to your argument on the body hair thing. So UFC fight, and it's just big, muscled up. I mean, he is ripped. He's shredded, and he's shaved, like look almost like he's oiled up. I mean, he is ripped up.
If you're shaving, you're old. Let's be honest.
I mean, he is ripped up, and over in the other corner is this Russian with a gut.
Got some chest hair, right?
Got some chest hair.
Chest hair.
No, he never touched his chest hair his entire life, and he's just standing there looking at the guy, and the guy with the shred. I mean, he's just doing all the boxing moves, getting ready to go, and man, when that bell rings, that shredded up guy comes running to the center of the ring. Takes one swing, the Russian ducks it, pops him in the jaw, done.
Lights out.
Lights out. I mean, he is out cold. And the Russian just walks back to his corner. And it's really, it's
you know what that Russian was doing while he was out there shaving, or when he was shaving his chest hair?
Having a smoke.
Yeah, he might have had a smoke and drink after he went out and fought a bear with his bare hands. He probably just got through gutting some wild animal he killed.
Yeah.
And eating the meat raw.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
He ain't got time to shave. Mm-hmm. When you're doing this, you ain't got time to shave chest hair.
No,
you just don't.
No, that's not a part of training.
No, I had a person in the student tell me. I was asking like these students in this leadership class I did this last week. What is your 12 rules for life? And I want to know what their most important one. And one of them said prioritize. Let me just tell you, shaving chest hair should be one of the lowest priorities it could ever be. If you're a man out there, it should come right before painting your toenails.
All right. We will get off that subject because obviously it's very controversial. we will move on. I've determined, Q, what I think is going on in our country right now with all this election stuff and everything that's going on. I think basically what is happening is we're going through a bad breakup. That's basically what is happening, and I think a lot of folks out there have probably gone through bad breakups.
Yeah.
And I honestly, I hope everybody out there has gone through a bad breakup because I think they build a lot of character. I had a really bad breakup just out of high school. So what I want to do today is I just kind of want to talk through some breakup stuff and kind of talk, because I think that's what we need right now. We need to kind of figure out how to handle a breakup.
Yeah.
And in the best way we can, because in every breakup there's a winner and a loser. There's a breaker and a breakee.
It's true.
And both sides have to handle the responsibility of being a breaker or a breakee. There's
the right way.
Yeah. There's a good way and a wrong way to handle both of those situations.
Sure.
Just to set it up. So here's what happened to me. So I had dated a girl my senior year of high school. We dated pretty much my entire senior year. It was the first real girlfriend I ever had. I was the guy.
About a year, about 9 months to a year.
We dated a year and a half.
Okay,
We dated a year and a half. We dated just pretty much my entire senior year of high school, and then my first semester and a little bit more of my freshman year of college. And she was still in high school. She was a year younger than me. So, first real girlfriend I ever had. I was always the friend in high school. I was the everybody. Oh, Nicholas, you're such a good friend. And which just tore my heart apart every time. I actually had girls.
Did you ever ask somebody out and they'd be like, "We're too good of friends"?
Yeah, a couple times,
Okay.
and so then I just quit.
Okay.
Yeah, because then I knew that was going to come. Like that was just going to be the response. So
Do you not try to be friends with the girl before you ask her out then, or?
I don't know.
I'm just wondering, how did this girl become your girlfriend?
We just kind of started hanging out with the same groups, and I asked her out, and she said yes, and so we started. Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm assuming she never heard that. I swung a little lower as well. I decided not to swing for the fence, just maybe try to hit a double.
Wow.
So I'm assuming
If she does hear this, then let me tell you one thing: is that last week's show will not be the most controversial show we've had in a while.
You know what? If she does hear this, I don't care because she broke up with me, so it doesn't matter to me. I don't care. So anyway, we
Do not say her name.
No, I'm not going to say her
Thank
name.
you.
Oh no, I would not say her name. So we dated, like I said, my entire senior year of high school, and then my freshman year of college, I was at Snead State or Sand Mountain University, however you prefer. And I was in a play. My freshman year, I was playing a character in Guys and Dolls there at Snead State. And like I said, we had dated for a year and a half. I called her. This was pre-cell phone. I still did not have a cell phone at this point, my freshman year of college. And so I called her from the backstage phone right before the show started.
Okay.
And again,
Is this opening night or?
this is opening night.
Okay.
This is opening night. Just to say, hey, I love you. About to go on. Show's 2.5, 3 hours
nice.
long. I'll call you when I'm done, but I'm headed home. And in the middle of that conversation, she interrupts me and says, hey, I've been meaning to talk to you. I think we need to break up. After a year and a half, she broke up with me over the phone right before I was about to walk on stage. After a year and a half.
Were you emotionally invested in this relationship?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It wasn't like, oh, I'm having fun dating.
No. I mean, my mom.
Have you told her you loved her?
And oh yeah, very much so. Yeah. We were very much. I love you very much. Even they talked about like future plans and things like that as well.
Goodness.
Which was probably way too early to be talking about it, but
You were just glad
I'm
to have
a little bit of a romantic.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean that's just. I had given her a ring. It wasn't an engagement ring, but I had bought her a ring and all sorts of stuff. So yeah. So anyway, so the
Did you
good.
kissed her?
Yeah, we'd kissed a little bit.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
You got a little physically close.
Yeah. So
Y'all had times where y'all were.
we held hands sometimes.
I mean, y'all had times where y'all were like watching a movie, and then you didn't really watch the movie as much.
Yeah. My wife does listen to this podcast, so let's just stop there.
building why this phone
Yeah.
call would feel.
Oh yeah, I mean, absolutely.
I'm just trying to so that the
No, no, it
listeners
was
have a
absolutely
picture of
devastating.
this was a serious relationship.
This was a year and a half, very serious relationship.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, no doubt about it. And so I just kind of took a deep breath and went, okay, I guess I'll go be somebody else for 3 hours. So that was kind of good, actually. So I got to just go be another character for 3 hours. And then after the show, we all, celebrated the fact that we had done our first performance, it had gone well. And I got in my car, and then driving home that night to Aniana, I pulled over and threw up. Because it all hit me in that moment because I didn't have time to deal with it at the other moment. I mean,
Just threw up?
Yeah, I just threw up. I don't know. It just it hit me in my stomach and I threw up.
I've never had
Yeah,
my emotions cause me to throw up.
yeah. That was the only time that's ever happened to me.
Really, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, it devastated me. I mean, yeah, it knocked me down hard. I was in bad shape for a while there.
Like what?
Driving down the road listening to sad songs, crying.
What was y'all's?
bad
Did
shape.
you have Did you listen to a certain song that you used to be?
No.
Okay.
No, not really.
Okay.
No, not in particular. There was one. There was a song that was popular at that time that I kept listening to. It was called "Light in Your Eyes." Do you remember that song? There's a light in your eyes. Did you leave that light burning for me?
Oh, yeah.
You
Yeah.
remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, that's not a good song to listen to after a breakup. Hopefully, I didn't sing enough of that to where we have to buy rights to it.
Did you cry when you were singing that song?
Yeah, it was bad. Yeah, it was bad. So I need to. I mean, fortunately, going through that was tough, but I think it was something that I needed to do, and it went pretty. It was a really, really tough month there. It was really, really tough, but fortunately, I had some people, some friends that helped me get through it, and then actually about 3 months later, I went on my first date with my wife. So it wasn't long, but I mean.
So, question then: was that breakup was your wife now part of? Did she console you in that? Was it was it a doorway to that relationship?
She was in the play.
So
She was in the play, and when we sang together. So yeah, she actually was kind of part of the group that kind of helped me get through that. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, it was. It was cool.
I mean, you didn't feel it
Yeah.
at the time; it felt
No.
like crap. But
Yeah.
at what point did you start thinking, "Oh, now this bad thing might be a good thing"?
It was kind of weird. I didn't, because I swore, you go through that whole thing where you're just like, well, I'm never dating anybody again. I'm done. It was just, I'm out. So,
Right.
but we sang in the same group in college. So for this happened this play was right before our touring season. So we spent a ton of time together over the next 3 months. So we just kind of kept gravitating to each other, sitting beside each other on the van on the way to places and things like that. And
First of all, I think it's a foul that she just tells you in the middle of a phone conversation before you go on to a play.
I think a year and a half is a face-to-face breakup.
Yes, I think anything that goes after
Yeah.
really 6 months needs to be, maybe even 3 months needs to be
Yeah.
face to face.
Especially in the day and age we're living in now, because there's so many ways that you could break up with somebody.
Yeah,
And I mean, you hear stories of text breakups.
some kid
and-
broke up with my daughter the other day through text, but they literally have been boyfriend girlfriend for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, that's okay, that's
Yeah.
whatever, that's fine.
Yeah.
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 And she's in 7th grade. They
Yeah.
don't really know what it means to care about another person.
Yeah.
All they care about's themselves. But that much time, I feel like a phone call right before you go on was the equivalent of a text for that time.
Yeah, I would say so.
I mean, it was
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely. The whole conversation of her breaking up with him maybe was 20 seconds.
Did she say, "I'm really sorry to have to tell you this right now"?
No. And of course, turns out I found out a couple months later that she was actually cheating on me. So, yeah. So,
Oh.
yeah. So that's probably why she wanted to be quick.
You should say her name so everybody will know. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I think what we should do, again, part of this, and I know you guys said you loved each other, and you were older than my daughter, but even I see kids my daughter's age and throwing that love word around so flippantly that it's opens the door to I don't know, it just opens this door to, oh, I love you, and then, no, I'm breaking up with you.
Yeah.
And you couldn't have really loved somebody
No.
deeply and break up with them that easily. You might still have to break up with them.
Yeah.
But
Not that easy.
if you love someone and you have to break up with them, it should be as painful for you in that moment you're breaking up with them. It is the person
Yeah.
you're breaking up with.
Because I think there are situations where you do truly love someone, but you just realize that it's not working out.
Yeah, it's not the right person
Yeah,
or
yeah.
not the right time
Yeah.
or
Now, this
whatever.
is pre-marriage, of course. You know,
Yes.
This, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And when if that happens to you, if you're not married, you're in a relationship, and you've loved that person, but you feel like you need to break up, you got to sit down and do that in person.
Yeah.
You can't. And the problem, man, it's so frustrating because we are in this culture where we just want. Well, I don't say it's this culture. Human nature is we want the easiest, the
easy
path
way
of
out.
least resistance, And so we feel like sometimes, and I don't know, man. This is an interesting question. Maybe you guys give me your opinion. I think some people stay in relationships longer than they should because of the fear
Oh, yeah.
of the awkwardness and the pain of breaking up with someone.
Yeah.
And is the text message an easy out for them at that moment?
Absolutely it is. Absolutely.
Is it okay in that moment?
No, because it's not okay to take an easy out.
Okay.
I mean, that's part of the problems that we're having in
You
our
should have to stay in your pain until you take the hard way out.
It's absolutely until you can look that person in the eye and say, "Hey, it's not working out." I mean, just do it. I mean, it's because I think there's so many things that we build up in our minds, and that we make harder in our brains than there actually are. I mean, if you'll just sit down with someone and have the hard conversation, 5 or 10 minutes, it's over. You go on with your life, and everything's a lot better after
And now
that.
look, I've heard crazy stories. Recent this last year of people who get in relationships and they break up with somebody and that person goes crazy.
Yeah. Oh, I've got a few stories right here. Do you want to hear a few of this?
Yes, I want to hear what the crazy happens.
So here's Rose. This is what Rose said. My ex-boyfriend decided to take my car, which I had kindly lent him. So like they're broken up, and she lends her ex-boyfriend her car, which
nice.
is very, very nice.
Hey, maybe he needed a ride to work or something.
Yeah, absolutely. So he takes it to the scrapyard and got it crushed. He got $76.50 for it and put pictures of it on Facebook.
He only got $76. What kind of car was it?
He just scrapped it.
For only $76? You should got a little more than that.
You don't get a lot in scrap.
You don't get a lot
I
of
scrapped
scrap.
a couple of cars. You get more than $76.
Yeah.
You usually get like $200. Do you have like a little Datsun?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know, but I mean, that's not right.
You file charges for that, right?
I guess you have to.
Yeah, at some point.
Yeah. I guess you have to.
I've never been so mad at anybody that I want to just, well, go on.
This guy's apparently from England because he says, I was out with my mates. With all my mates at home, we were having a smoke when my ex-girlfriend came out of nowhere and punched me square in the nose.
I like that. I think that's appropriate.
Well, I mean, it depends. I mean, what did he do?
We
We don't really have any background.
Yeah, we get so. I feel like people should be able to punch people more. Like, why is that such a big deal?
I wish the ladies have the advantage of not being able to get punched back. So if you're
You think that's
Yeah.
unfair?
a little bit,
Yeah.
like you
It
can't
is.
just like throw a banana peel on the ground and expect her to trip on it after she punches you in the face.
But I feel like they deal with more pain than we do emotionally.
I don't know. I mean,
They're
I don't-
more.
I don't
Aren't
know.
they more? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know, but like in gender studies, aren't they more sensitive to certain emotions than the male psyche is?
So you're saying to just play games with their heads while they punch you in the face?
No. I'm saying that in the breakup, they
that
might
it's good that they need to get that out.
they might feel
Yeah.
more emotional pain than a man,
Yeah.
or not be able to get over it as quick as a man would.
Yeah.
And so for them to be able to, okay, so the guy didn't take as much emotional pain, so he could take a little bit of physical pain as well. I mean, that's my thought pattern. I don't know if that's broken, but that's just my thought pattern. I'm having.
Just average it out.
I'm going to bear the emotional pain, so I'm going to punch you in the face so that you can have some fun. Okay, I can deal with that.
It's like when they're pregnant, we deal with all the emotional pain of taking care of pregnant wives, and then they have the physical pain of actually having the
Yeah.
birth.
You dealt with all the emotional pain. Okay, all right, okay.
Let me tell you. Look, I know that you guys have not had children yet, but women change drastically during pregnancy and after pregnancy, and they are not the same human beings they were before.
So you don't think that's not from any sort of emotional pain?
No, I'm saying the emotional pain because me dealing with that.
I'm going to stop you for your own good.
I'm not saying they don't have emotional pain as
Look,
well.
no, seriously.
I'm just saying they have a lot of physical pain with that.
I'm just
Like,
telling-
we don't get any physical pain. I didn't have any physical pain having kids.
No.
I had physical pleasure.
Good grief.
Moving on. All right, so one more, and this is Laura. This is another a good way to handle a breakup again. When I was 17, so this happened when she was 17. When I was 17,
It's close to, you were like 18 or 19. So
I
it's close.
was 19.
Yeah.
When I was 17, and I'll edit this. When I was 17, my ex did a poo in a Ziploc bag and put it through my letterbox.
I like that. Because you had to know. Here's what. I don't know how she broke up with him, but he at home was mad about it, felt hurt, and started going through the Rolodex of his mind of what he needed to do. Should he like do a nasty Facebook post, or should he like, tell all his friends how horrible she is, or should he cry into his pillow that night, or should he go get a Ziploc bag and put his poop in there?
I don't know what that's accomplishing. Like, it's not messing anything up. It's easily cleanable.
I bet it made him feel better. It wasn't about her. Are you? I would feel better if I was mad at somebody and I did that to them.
That would really make you feel better.
Yes. That would not make you feel better?
I don't know.
Just the thinking
I never
that they
had the thought.
thinking they had to walk in the room and go, no, I wonder what's got for meal today. And be like, it's a Ziploc bag full of poo.
That's a bag of feces.
Just knowing that happened to them,
Oh, that's good.
it would actually make me feel better to do that to a couple people right now.
So I was about to bring that up.
It really would.
Should we start a Nick and Q delivery service? Yeah.
Yes.
So if you're mad enough at someone right now to poo into a Ziploc bag, we will deliver.
Let me tell you, I know this breakup thing. I don't know. I haven't looked at our time. We're probably getting short on time.
Yeah, we're getting close. Yeah.
But I do want to say that, like, if you're out there and you're in an unhealthy relationship, don't get stuck in it.
Yeah. No.
Find a way to get out. Like, take a deep breath. Realize you're going to have some courage for a few minutes and walk away. I think the reason sometimes people get stuck in unhealthy relationships is because they don't think they deserve anything other than that.
Yeah.
They just find their self-worth in another person. I think only healthy relationships are really when people have found their own self-worth. For me in Christ, and for to be able to love who I am, and then love the other person that I'm put with. And I think, man, people are struggling with that out there, and so just know, like, you got value. If you're out there listening, you got value, and if you're in a marriage that's struggling right now, like, work on yourselves. Don't feel like you're going to find a magic pill that's going to make your marriage better.
No.
You
It's
gotta
like
work on
I heard a friend of
yourselves.
mine say one time, talking about, divorce and affairs and things like that. And he's like, well, it didn't work out with this imperfect person. Let me go see if I can find another imperfect person.
Yeah.
And maybe it'll work with them.
Yeah.
Because we're all imperfect. You're not going to have the perfect relationship with no issues.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you do, like when I have couples come to me and say, like, well, we never argue. Like, I go, oh, that's probably not great. Because we should. There should be tension. Because
Me and my wife are doing great.
Yeah. Doing good? Feeling good?
Awesome. I just took your litmus test real quick in my head. Hey, okay.
I don't think always argue is that good either. But
Oh, we're average. No, I'm just kidding. I love my wife. She's awesome.
she is.
She's great.
But anyway, so basically, we're in the middle of this breakup situation here in our country right now, Q. So, how do you, if you're on the side of this election that won, there's a good way to handle it, and if you're on the side of this whole thing that lost, there's a good way to handle it. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're on the side that won, I think that first off, be happy.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah. You get to celebrate.
And if you're on the side that lost, it's okay to be sad. Mm-hmm. It's okay to mourn that you lost. But then realize that that you still gotta keep moving on.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when you went to and you did that play, which I thought was very admirable. I don't know that honestly, I don't know if I had the inner strength if I was as an emotional man as you are, and then got that done to me, and then had to go do a play. I don't know that I would have had the strength to have done that. I mean, it is pretty astounding, and I think right now we're scared if we've lost. We feel like we've lost in America.
Yeah.
We're scared that we're not going to have the strength to follow through with whatever is next. But in the same way that you did that musical, we're all still able to play the parts we've been given, and we don't just have to go scream and cry in the streets. We can dust ourselves off if we've lost and say, I'm still going to do something that matters in this country and be part of making something beautiful. Yeah. And maybe it's just a different way than you thought it was going to be, which is okay.
Yeah. Absolutely. And in a way, it's like kind of what we're talking about. I mean, this kind of is a marriage situation because we still got to live together and work together and go to church together and go to school together with people that we disagree with and people that some are winners in this situation and some are losers. And we have got to figure out how to work through that and not just be mad at each other all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, we were talking about before this. I mean, we're just in a world where everybody's just mad at each other all the time. And we've got to figure out a way to work through it.
One thing I would just encourage you as we come into this is that find tables to sit around where people think and believe different than you. Mm-hmm. It'll help you and become their friends.
Yeah.
Don't even necessarily sit around them just to discuss the things you think differently of, just to be around them. Mm-hmm. I've got quite a few friends who think different than me on both sides. Politically, I've got friends who think different than me, spiritually. I've got friends who think different than me just in how you live life. Yeah. And they all make me a better me. Yeah. They don't, I'm not, and they care about me enough. They're not just meeting with me because they want to convince me of their way. Mm-hmm. They care about me and and that's good.
Absolutely. Yeah. I was talking to you about this the other day. I was talking to another friend of ours last night about this. We were talking about how in our friend group, and we've got a pretty tight friend group, that we don't all agree with each other politically. And we don't all agree with each other in the way things should necessarily be handled in this world. But that's not why we're friends. We're friends because we love each other and we trust each other and we would do anything for each other. Mm-hmm. And that's why I have the friend group that I have. And I love the fact that, like you said, that there's a spectrum of beliefs and ideals and things like that within that friend group. But it all comes back to the fact that we love each other and we want what's best for each other.
Yeah, isn't it cool that right now, if you had an issue or I had an issue, we have a friend who thinks the Republican Party and Trump is the great answer and taking us where we need to be. And we've got a friend who thinks that all Republicans are bad guys and the Democrats are the good guys. Yeah. But if we text either one of those or call either one of those, they'd be like, "What do you need?" Yeah, I'll be there.
Exactly. They would be there together, working together to solve any issue that we had as a group. Yeah,
we need more of that in the world.
We do. But
if you're going to get more of that out there, you got to work for more of that. Yeah. It doesn't just happen. You got to open yourself up and connect with people, and you got to be willing to love people that way.
Yeah. I know there are those out there, but I've never met anybody on either side of the fence on this that hates our country or hates other people. They just think there's a different way for our country to be great. Mm-hmm. That's all they think. Everybody wants our country to be great. They just think there's a different way to get there. Sure. That's all they think. So at the end of the day, we got to find the things that we have in common and hold those up, and so that we can move forward together. We got a saying at our church: we're better together. Yeah. And that doesn't mean better together with the people you agree with. It means better together with all the people working together. So good. So all right. So we're gonna handle this breakup well. All right. We're gonna have the hard conversations like we talked about earlier
that we need to have.
Yeah.
Just gonna stop our car and throw up one time.
Stop our car. Yeah. Stop your car and throw up if you got to. Yeah. Hey, you gotta punch somebody in the nose. Yeah,
if you need to, if tonight you need to, when you take your nightly poo, find a good Ziploc bag. Do what you got to do. Let's make it through.
All right, guys, we will make it through together. Hey, make sure you check out our YouTube page. We put a new review for Cafe 336 down in Gunnersville this past week. Great place to eat. I want to thank them. They shared the video. They were real excited about it as well. So if you haven't checked out Nick and Q's reviews, do that. Make sure you're liking and sharing our podcast and our YouTube videos wherever you are. We're so thankful for you to be a part of this little family that we have. And if there's anything we can ever do for any of you, let us know. And, as long as it doesn't involve, like lots of money or something like that, because none of us have that, we'll do
We'll be there.
Yeah, we'll do our best to help you out. On behalf of our beautiful producer, Jeff Farina, that's Q. I am Nick. The universe is once again a safe place. You're welcome.